What a great matchup we saw last night between the San Antonio Spurs and the Houston Rockets. And the Spurs, they were in complete control after the Rockets went up 15-13 in that first quarter. And from then on out, the Spurs were in command until the fourth quarter. And the Rockets defense just went to a whole nother level. It was good to see Easton last night back in the lineup. DFS has been healthier as of late. And you saw the potential of Houston's defense. They were smothering out there. Yes, the Spurs missed some shots, but as a reminder, the Spurs is a three-point shooting team is not consistent enough right now. With all that being said, Houston was fantastic. Reed Shepherd was the MVP of that fourth quarter. He was great defensively. He was knocking down some big shots. He had a really big play against Harrison Barnes. He was being a little loose with the basketball. He got the steal. Yes, he got blocked, and DFS was running down the court to grab the rebound and finish that play. And he was fantastic. He was the one who got them the lead, put them up 99-98. That was their first lead since being up 15-13. And I thought overall Houston got a strong win. This is a character win because they've had trouble with the fourth quarter. They've lost leads. They haven't been able to sustain offense. And yesterday was just a good step in the right direction. This homestand for them has been fantastic. I understand they lost to OKC the other night. The offense just sputtered in that fourth quarter. But you beat the Timberwolves. You beat the Spurs. Coming up, you got to go to Philly and Detroit. And then you come home. You play San Antonio again next Wednesday. So the schedule doesn't get easier for the Houston Rockets. But what I saw from them was their ceiling on defense. They can really put pressure on the basketball, make it hard for you to score. San Antonio just had a tough time scoring on their length and trying to get anything good at the rim. And then when it comes to Victor Wembanyama, I like how they defended him. They got in his chest. They didn't make him comfortable. You're not going to shut down a superstar. That's not realistic. The goal is to make them as uncomfortable as possible so you get them out of their rhythm. And Victor only had 14 points. And he really struggled against the Rockets defense. And credit to Kevin Durant. He was phenomenal out there. Other guys stepped up. But the main guy who I wanted to shout out was Reed Shepherd. I thought he did a fantastic job with just knocking down his shots and just being incredible on defense and being a spark plug for the Houston Rockets. Like I said before, I was not going to panic about the Rockets, knowing that the shooting would get better. Now, last night, Jabari Smith was 2 of 5 from 3. That's huge as well. He had 17 points. It was a balanced attack overall from the team. Like Sengun almost had a triple-double, 20 points, 13 rebounds, and 9 assists. And Houston, man, they're just a fantastic basketball team. I have no doubt they can make a deep playoff run. And it's going to be all about matchups, but you want to see them playing better after that slump they went through. I'm not surprised they've won, I think, 3 in a row, if I'm not mistaken. Just double check that again. Yeah, 3 in a row. So they're starting to turn the corner. Now, they do have some tests coming up. You got to go to Philadelphia, got to go to Detroit. And if you can win both, great. If you can split, that would be the goal. You come home, and then you've got San Antonio right around the corner. And you also have, there's an easy one in between. You got Memphis before San Antonio. Then you got to go to Atlanta. You got Dallas. And then you got to go to Indiana. And then Boston at home and Charlotte home. So the schedule does lighten up for them. And right now, they're in the thick of things with trying to get a top 4 seed. Right now, they're 4th in the Western Conference. So Houston, I expect, is going to get better. And they're going to be battling with Denver, San Antonio. I can't wait to the Western Conference playoffs because 2 through 5, they're going to meet each other in the first round or the second round. You could be playing, San Antonio, Denver, Houston. I think Minnesota will get a top 5 spot because I think they're better than the Suns and the Lakers. So right now they're 7th. I'm not worried about them. Just going through a little bit of a slump. I know Rudy Gobert has been hurt lately. Anthony Edwards has missed some games. So I'm not concerned about Minnesota. You're going to have your ups and downs during the regular season. But those 4 teams, it's going to be a slugfest. It's going to be a battle. And it's going to be fun to watch. Like the Spurs and Timberwolves have given us really good games. The past 2 games they played each other. It's been fun basketball. And even Houston against Minnesota was a battle. So I'm just excited for playoff basketball in the Western Conference. It's going to be great. And Houston really showed me a lot last night by coming back. They could have thrown in the towel, down 10 points in that fourth quarter. But Reed Shepherd, man, he was fantastic. I still want to see the Houston Rockets get another playmaker. And for the Houston Rockets, they don't need like somebody who's in the S tier when it comes to playmaking. More like a B tier guy who can come off the bench, give you a different look, and take that pressure off of Sengun. So improve around the margins would be the thing for Houston. Same thing with OKC. Get somebody who's a taller wing because they need somebody taller than 6'6" out there to deal with these lengthy wings and guards. And then for the Spurs, I'm just trying to develop my guys because they're a young basketball team. They're going to be new in the playoffs. So I'm probably not trying to make any moves. I'm just going to work on the roster I have and see what happens in the playoffs and then reevaluate in the offseason. If I'm looking at Denver, Jokic just got to get healthy. I think they'll be just fine. That's how I see the Western Conference. Minnesota as well. I think they need a playmaker. That's who I think they need to help Anthony Edwards. But Minnesota has experience. They've been there, done that. So I expect Minnesota to really battle with Denver, OKC, Houston, and the Spurs. It's going to be a lot of fun. But overall, great win for the Rockets, and they've had a really good homestand. I think they were 5-1, if I'm not, no, yeah, 4-1. Sorry, 4-1 on this homestand. So nice way to bounce back, get on track. And I expect them to keep playing good basketball. And it's going to be a lot of fun in the playoffs, whoever they match up with. And all these teams, like, it's just going to be a lot of good basketball. And shout out to Reed Shepard. Good to see DFS out there. If they can stay healthy, man, they are going to be a lot to deal with in the playoffs. Hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts and reaction to the Spurs and Rockets game. And what are your expectations for Houston going forward? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll catch you all in the next one.